Hi all, this is session 2 of using Jest to test our JavaScript and TypeScript. Okay, so in this session we will be seeing how to test the asynchronous action. So if you have not seen my previous session, I will recommend you to see, because I will be using the same code, okay, for teaching the same. And you will be more understanding the concepts what I am going to say. Okay, so let's proceed to the session. So let me go to this. This is my code base which is present in the session 1. I'm just using the same. Now let me add a asynchronous action. Okay, maybe something called fetch action.ts. Okay, so this what it is going to do is it is going to call to the server. Okay, this is what it is going to do. So let me do something here. I'm going to use the fetch which is already available in TypeScript or JavaScript, and you also need to do this. Okay, for using fetch you also need to install this module isomorphic fetch so that it is becomes available for you. Okay, fetch. Okay, and I am going to do a just a get call. Okay, maybe I will write a function here, constant fetch, maybe asynchronous function, which I am not taking any input, and then here I am doing a asynchronous call. Okay, to I also already have a node server running which will be able to serve this request. So it is running in 8080 and it gets get employees. Okay, and I will just return this. In my test code I will test whether it worked or not. Okay, this is what I done. If you do go to my if you check this, right, http localhost, you should be able to see the mhm, mm, I think it is 801. Okay, it is 8081, and get employees. You should be able to see the get employees which is got from the node server actually. Okay, let me have it something like this. Now I have written my asynchronous function. Now I have to test whether this asynchronous function is working. Okay, so let me add something async dot spec dot ts. Okay, now what I will do, you can do the same thing what we did for a normal jest, right? We will write a test which is from just test async action maybe, and inside that you write the code. And here, because this fetch, right, what it returns is a promise. This fetch action returns a promise. So first if you do fetch whatever I imported, I think if I am not imported you can export it as well. Okay, you can export it. I can get this async function here, maybe whatever the name, I will take it from here, paste it here. The auto import is not working, so I will take it directly from here. From it is actually you have to go one level up and fetch action, right? No need of JS or TS in case. If it is TS and JS, it is optional. Okay. Now you use the async function, and this async function, what it returns is your promise, because so you have to use a dot then. Okay, and you write. Okay, here you have to expect. Okay, and for catching the errors you can use catch. Okay, write a function here. Okay. Now let's, you have to expect whether the response came, right? For that I will just, whatever response came, I'm taking it in response, and I'm expecting whether the response came. Okay, you can use response dot status code, status to be 200, which will be a past case, right? And catch, and the other thing you have to do for asynchronous function is you will also get it done. Okay, you will also get it done. You have to finish this test. For that you have to call done. Okay, okay, and in the catch what you can do is, if you want to fail the test, you fail with error, fail, you can run fail, which is also from just, and you can pass the error here, whatever the error came, you can finish this test with error, so done error. If you don't do that, it will keep waiting for the test to complete. Okay, okay, so now we have to run this test to check whether it worked. Okay, for that what, if you have so many tests, what you can do is you can give minus t and tell a regex pattern to select the test. Okay, so now you can see, now it is running only that test, else it will run all the tests. Okay, now it passed. Okay, it came correctly, so it passed, completed. Without done, it will keep waiting for the test to complete, and you will get timeout error. Okay, now I will just make it as a API which does not exist. Okay, you will see what happens in that case. So it got error. Okay, it failed. Okay, see, it received 404 instead of 200, so it failed the test. Okay, just understand this catch comes whenever any condition fails in the then. Okay, if we have since we have given something a URL which is not present, so it will fail, this exit condition will fail, so it will come to the catch, and we are, so no need to fail the test again, it is already failed. Now this catch comes with the error, with the failed error condition. Okay, and here you are supposed to do done error here again, because it would not have gone to this statement. It when the expect condition fails, it will come to the catch, and we are supposed to complete the test in the catch as well. Maybe we can do it done error. Okay, okay, so no need to write the fail again, because your then your test will fail two times. Okay, if you don't give the done here, right, what will happen is it will give a timeout error, because when the error condition fails here, it will come to the catch, and you have not completed that test, so it will give a timeout error. If you run the test again, you run the test again, you will see that timeout error happening. So here what happens is, maybe a test Just do this. Hmm, sorry, the test name is wrong. It is async. Just search for async. So now it is running. Now you should be seeing a timeout error because I have not completed the test when it goes to the catch, because this extra condition will fail now and it will go to the catch, but I have not failed the test. So internally it will get a timeout error. Okay. So if you see, you will get a timeout error. It has elapsed the time 5000 milliseconds. So always remember, be conscious that you have to do a done error here also. You have to complete the test here also. Okay. Now if you run the test, it should fail the test properly. Okay. Now if you see, it would have failed the test and it would have failed only once. That request to the recent error, and it also prints the error because we have printed the done error. It also prints the error. Okay. Fetch error, request to failed, request connect error, response failed. Okay. Okay, hope you understood how to write asynchronous test. Okay, thank you. Have a great day, guys. Thank you. Bye.